Hi, I'm Matt with Keeping It YYC. Today we're joined by Yolany Benavides with Party and Balloons Calgary. Hi, Yolany, how are you?
Hi, Matt. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks for asking. So we'll get right into it and we'll get you to tell us a little bit about your business.
We are Party and Balloons Calgary. We believe that life is made up of special moments that are a reminder to celebrate. So at Party and Balloons Calgary, we specialize in event planning and decorating to make your special event a time worth remembering. So we believe that birthdays, weddings, kids party, and seeing the kids growing up, having these beautiful memories are really worth reminding.
Okay, so do you provide everything from top to bottom required for these occasions? Or?
Our mainly business is balloon decoration. So we provide everything from the balloons, and our advantage is that we bring everything ready to the venue. So usually, you know how the venues are a little bit picky with the time. They usually give you like half hour before the event start, so everything can be set up. So we provide two different services. If you need to help you to set up the place where you are going to have the party, for example, table, chairs, we will help you with that. And as well, we are going to put the decoration. As I said, we bring everything pre-set up to the venue. So usually 30 minutes is enough time for us to have everything ready before your party starts.
That's perfect. That's something I don't really think about because I don't plan a lot of occasions. So the time that you have to prepare, I can see that being a challenge with how they book venues. So
it's usually a challenge because the venues are allowing you to go in like an hour or a half hour before, or otherwise you are going to be charged by the time that you are using the venue. So that's why we like to bring everything pre-set up, and it's going to take us usually between 30 and 45 minutes to get it done.
Perfect. That's great to hear. So obviously, with occasions and events on hold at the moment, what have you been doing to adapt in this environment with your business?
So lately, we have been practicing social distancing with people. So what we are doing right now, we are offering free delivery in Calgary, and we are bringing bouquets for people so they can display them inside the house. Those bouquets can be from 3 feet up to 6 feet. So people stand there for pictures, and as well, we are doing decoration outside of the houses, like in the garden. Like what we are doing right now is we are putting balloon decoration in a stand. So wherever, like everybody in your neighborhood will see it, which is really nice. And that's what we are doing right now to keep up with our business. We are advertising as well on Facebook and Instagram, which has been really grateful for us and helpful. And that's what we are trying to do right now to keep the business going. I mean, birthdays, parties are gonna keep going, like not in the same speed. But if that is your birthday and you wanna celebrate it, or you want to let that other that is important for you, that's what we are doing right now. For example, for Mother's Day, that was the event that we just covered, we have all these bouquets ready for moms. We display them in front of the house, we ding dong, and then they open the door and they know and they feel that they are special, you know?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Just bringing some joy to people's homes, especially with the balloon decorating. That's very interesting to have in the
Balloons
neighborhood.
make people happy everywhere.
Yeah, everybody driving by.
Yeah.
Even delivery drivers and everything. Everybody in the
I
neighborhood.
know, and we are trying. I know it's like people are struggling. A lot of people have been laid off. So what we are doing is providing the service, and we are saying that we are free delivering, like having into account that anyway in the price that you are paying, we are doing the delivery for free. That usually is between an hour and a half. Coming back and forth, but we realize that sometimes people don't have the money to pay for the delivery, but we are anyway doing it for the same price.
So that's awesome. That's really considerate to do that. My next question I have for you is, what can people do right now to support our local businesses?
So buying local is one of the ways that we can support each other, not only for balloons, but for other services, right? If you are taking the precautions that everybody is lining up, that will be awesome, right? Like for example, us here, we are healthy and we are doing our deliveries using our mask and our gloves. So we are ensuring people there that we are protecting them and that we are protecting us. So I think getting away from the myth that you are gonna get sick if you buy local, it will help all the business to keep going, right?
Well, there's probably less hands-on things that are local compared to coming from overseas or the States and things like that. So that's definitely a good tip. So the last question I have for you is, do you have any tips and tricks you can share with people in relation to your expertise?
So, well, one tip that I really want to share is make sure that you use the social media. These days, social media is really powerful, especially if you are at home, right? So when you are at home, you will have more time to go and check Facebook, Instagram, and I think social media give us that advantage to pick what we would like to see, right? And when you are looking for something local, usually what I do is I use the hashtag YYC local or YYC business or YYC small business. I try to use those hashtags so everybody know that I'm here, that I'm local, that I'm from Calgary, and they can use our services. So I think that tip is something that we need to keep at the top of our minds.
Absolutely. I think the one we've been using is the support local YYC. I think that's the one that the city of Calgary started a little while ago. But there's so many variations on it as long as we're focusing on supporting our local businesses.
Yeah, that's true. And I think knowing your community as well, that's another one. Like for example, knowing what is beside you in your area, where do you live? I mean, we can expand everywhere, but joining those kind of groups that are in your community on Facebook help you as well, because that will give you visibility not only on Facebook but as well in the community that you are living.
Absolutely, just be more visible, more present, more involved. So
yeah.
Perfect. So that's all the questions we actually had for you today, Yolany. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us. And we ask that you finish the interview by looking in the camera, stating your name and your business name, and asking people watching to keep it local, keep it YYC.
Thank you, Matt, for your time. I really appreciate it that you are doing this to support a small business. It's a great way to start the economy again. And one thing again, I'm Yolany Benavides from Party and Balloons Calgary, and you should be keep it local, keep it YYC.